Welcome to another live stream. Green Kenobi here with a very important announcement before we get started on today's live stream. So, some is important. Some may be bad news, maybe good news, but really I find it good news and all that. Some of my what ifs are coming to an end in today's live stream, which is fairly good, maybe bad. I find it good either way. And I finally decided, where I'd posted if I was going to do a My Little Pony story. It's on the list to do as well. And also, the top of the list to do for the next story to be released is the one Sanitize Pass, but is error in the chat that said you wanted to see a what if Marina, I believe, was a sanitized Octoling. Or was sanitized. So that is also on my story list. And I also have to say, if you don't know, I also do stories on this channel. Go check it out. Show your support. I know the first episode, The Barrel War, wasn't that impressive. The thumbnail wasn't as good as the others. But please show your support. I may be doing a remake of the first part. Yeah. And I do have an announcement. King Sombra's What If is going to be out today. First part, I'm doing it on this live stream. I am also doing the last part of What If Female Deku was Drill Woman. Again, thank you, Captain Inkwell, for the suggestion of that. That was a really good series, and was a really needed series to cheer me up. It was a funny series I like to do for just comedy sake, because I was feeling tired of doing something so serious sometimes. I wanted just something to cheer me up, so I made it funny in a twisted way. So, I hope y'all like that. Oh, and there was this. I do want to say, if you don't mind, if someone joins me while I'm in a what if, just tell them I will get to the name and, say hello after I'm done with the what if. And hello, Captain Inkwell. I gotta say, I appreciate your support on this channel. I appreciate everyone you support. And if Brocco Miller, the person that joined us for the last few live streams, hops on, hello. Glad you can make it. Do y'all want to know which what ifs I plan to do on this live stream? Because depending on which ones I do, now, I gotta say, I am working hard on these new videos of mine, and I say, also, please help me to get to 500 subscribers. I am currently 188 away. If y'all can help me reach a 500s, y'all get to choose the next story I do. It being the My Little Pony story, it being Sanitize Pass story, which is error. Y'all get to decide. It will be a poll of like 3 story or 4 story ideas. So, hopefully you look forward to that. And also, if y'all don't know, go watch my Octoling Experiment story. Show it some love. It was the very first story series I dropped on the very beginning of this year. I am so proud of it. It's currently 3 chapters. I worked so long and hard to get those videos made. So I really hope you all enjoyed those 3 chapters. Chapter 4 will be dropping in a little bit, maybe a week, maybe a month, probably a week. I am working on it as well as the next part for the Barrel War, which should be out in a couple of days. I try to make that one a weekly story, so y'all have that in a week. Every week you got a new part. I don't think I have any other announcements. Y'all have anything y'all want to tell me in the chat before I get started? Because I think that was all the announcements I had for now. Let me see. Oh, one more thing. So after these what ifs end, I'm gonna be doing less and less what ifs, like multiple at a time. I'll be doing like 1 or 2 at a time. that is it. Because I'm trying to do more of the stories and all that to get on this channel. So I hope y'all do like those stories. I've spent cases of days working on some of them. So I really hope y'all enjoy them. And show your love to my stories. I would wish they get more views than they do now. So let's spread the word of the Barrel War and the Octoling Experiment story together. As a community and as a channel, I want to spread the word of the Octoling Experiment story. And I guarantee once the My Little Pony story does drop, it's going to be a huge hit. Because I'm not even... I'll save the surprise of what the main character is later. For when I drop the thumbnail. But, if there's nothing else, and... one more thing. Thank you for the ideas that went into supporting this channel. And the next What If Deku live stream is coming up soon, so please join me for that. Where we'll be going over the stories, the 4 main stories I plan to do, and we can kind of come up with some of the lore. Thank you, Captain Inkwell, for liking, and I will say, if the Octoling Experiment story, if I go look, and it's probably up to 10 or 20 likes, I will have the next part of it out sooner. Because usually it takes me a long time to make the story. Because I'm thinking of all the ideas and I'm adding my new style onto these stories. Which takes a lot more time and effort than my normal stories do. And I think that's all I have for today, or not today. I still have the what ifs to get into. All for the announcement. Well, anyway, I think we should get started, don't y'all? Alright, let's get right into the last part of What If Deku was Jestro. As I had literally spent an entire, I think, 2 hours setting this entire thing up, and I was so excited. I wanted to get out sooner, but I had something come up. So, you're getting it now. What if Deku was Jestro? We go to heroes who are remaining after the USJ attack. Nezu, we need to discuss this. The villains that attacked USJ, and there was also a fight amongst villains. That is odd. I thought they all came here to attack All Might. That's what I thought too. But apparently, they came here with separate goals in mind. Yes, especially with that injured student. Kirishima, right? Yes. Unfortunately, with his hands gone, he can no longer fit for hero work. We'll be sending him home. How about instead of expelling him, you send him to general studies? I was going to do that anyway. We should find the villains that did this. I also have a theory. What? You know that villain you fought a while back, All Might? What, the lava villain? Yeah, the lava villain. How did he know to come to the USJ? He could have planned it, probably seeking revenge after I defeated him last time. You're probably right. But my question is, why has he shown up more than once, and what are with these fire monsters showing up at different occasions? First, it was the battle at school. Then, the entry exam. Now the USJ. What's next? They might try to attack the sports festival. We should upgrade security. There's no need. As Endeavor speaks up, yeah, they're right. They're not stupid enough to attack a whole place full of hundreds of heroes at the same time. Precisely. They would have to be idiots to attack that. Especially with our top heroes there as well. You're right. I suppose I can let it slide on security, but we still upgrade it a little. I agree with you, Aizawa, so that's why we will be doing so. Is there anything else to discuss at this meeting? I feel like someone's bigger behind this plan. We may not just be dealing with the League of Villains, we may be dealing with another group here. You might be right. We'll have to go talk with young Bakugo with that. I have to agree with you, All Might. As that's where this scene ends, as we move on to a hidden hideout with All For One, Shigaraki, and Kurogiri. So, Master, what did you discover? There were these fire monsters that came in and ruined your plan. Fire monsters, you say? Yes. Now that you've mentioned it, I've seen a lot of fire monsters on the news lately. I really hope my old enemy hasn't returned. Old enemy? Yes. His name was Monstro. I defeated him several hundred years back, in the beginning of the Quark era. Then how is he still alive, sir? No clue. He must have found a way to preserve himself. And I know for certain he could not have done this on his own. He must have help. Because I know he cannot do this. Well, we should find the person involved to take him out. I will start looking for his base. I want to find his location, and I'll take him out personally. Kurogiri, take care of Shigaraki. I'm going to do some research on him, and hopefully I can find his location. As you wish, sir. I can help, Master, not as the way you are right now. I'll have a Nomu try to find his location. Whatever you say, Master. Good. Now, will you excuse me as he walks out? Hopefully he hasn't found all the books. I hid them well. As we go to Jestro in the Book of Monsters. Oh, the USJ attack was absolutely amazing. Yes, I know. So what's our next big move? In about a week, I think there's a sports festival. But that is suicide if we try to attack it. You're right, it would be suicide. But not with all these powerful monsters. You're right. If we send out multiple of our most powerful, strongest monsters, and cause destruction, they won't know what to do. Stop us in the USJ for just showing up, not causing any problems at all, or having to deal with the monsters outside, destroying and demolishing the city. Well, you really know how to strategize, Jestro. What can I say? I have a strategic mind. Yes, I knew picking you as a new evil partner would be absolutely amazing. No problem, Monstro. It's been an honor. Well, anyway, we need to find the last book. The last evil book. Where would it be hidden? I don't know. All For One hid this one pretty well. All For One? An old nemesis. I told you about him, remember? Yes, the person that could take each other's quarks. Yes. Last I know, he hid them in separate locations. Like, the zoo was impressive. And the other places were kind of standard. But there are places I wouldn't mostly check if I hadn't sensed them. You're right. But where do you think the last book is? Simple. At the one place we would never guess. And that would be his brother's grave, of course. What? Well, not technically his brother's grave. He's probably descendants of the heroes. And the most famous one out of them all is Nana Shimura. So guarantee we'll find the book at her grave. Guarantee it. Ah. Well, let's go. As they set off to go to the graveyard. As of course, some of the monsters and all that have been charged with defending the place. And it seems that Jestro and the Book of Monsters are playing something devious. I wonder what it could be. As they arrive at the graveyard, wow, this place is absolutely in terrible condition. I guess they don't have respect for the dead. I guess not. Even for the past #1 hero, at least only one person comes to visit. You're probably right. But you're probably right. I've got a question, though. Didn't you say there was like 10 evil books? Oh, while you were busy ranting and watching all those little things, I had the other monsters go find and fetch the other books. So while I was plotting and wanting revenge and watching the news, you sent monsters to go gather the rest of the books? Yes. Then why didn't you send them to get this one? Simple. I didn't know where this one was located. I'd found the rest. Oh, okay. Although I wish you would have told me. It's fine, it's fine. Anyway, let's go. As they head to Nashimura's grave, as they push it open and revealing the last evil book. Ah, there it is. Now be careful. This one has a sense of weakness and also a powerful, damaging energy around it. In fact, I wonder how All For One moved it. This book is known to damage the person that touches it. In that case, I'm just carrying you to it. As he carries the Book of Monsters to the book until he devours it. The flavor of damaging an opponent's skin, setting them ablaze. The ashes. As he just tosses the book up in the air and punches it, sending the book over to one of the graves. What was that for? I said stop describing how the books taste. I thought I made that clear last time. Fine. Well, anyway, I really want to reveal this monster. It's one of my most powerful. The heroes won't see it coming. And we can summon it here, since, you know, it's a graveyard. No one's going to be around. As he summons a fire dragon. Wow, that is an impressive beast, isn't it? It's one of the most powerful in my arsenal. Nice. Tell me, what is this thing's called in the book? It's called the Fire Dragon of Ash and Fire. It's known to burn buildings to the ground, melt the hottest of metal. In some cases, even can burn diamond. Oh, that is a real powerful fire there. Yes. Now I wonder what we should do. Well, let's head back for one. As they head back to the base, of course. Well, anyway, with all the monsters we've collected, the rest of the books done and collected, what is our main move? Well, I think attacking the sports festival is one thing we should do. We can cause chaos and madness, which would definitely boost your reputation. And also, we need to get your name out there. And what better place is causing as much damage as possible? Interesting. You're right. I wonder, what new tricks do you have up your sleeve, Monstro? You're not telling me the entire story, are you? Secrets can be secrets, you know. Fair point. But let's prepare for this battle. I'll inform the fire monsters of what their task will be. As Jestro walks out. Finally, some alone time. As then, one of the monsters, the Fire Elemental, appears in the room. Fire Elemental, what's your report? All For One has gotten a little tip you're alive. What? It looks like he figured it out after the USJ attack. The LOV is his organization he's created. Apparently he suffered an injury 10 years ago from All Might, the current #1 hero. That would explains why his information is down low and not as high as expected. Yes. Also, one more thing. He's been creating these creatures called Nomus. Nomus, you say? Yes. Interesting. Also, are you gonna tell him? Tell him what? You can make food monsters as well? I'm sorry, I'm not making food monsters. Come on, you can at least make a few for us. We're starving over here. Later. Fine, fine, fine. We will get food, though. As he disappears into the flames in the volcano.
Why, they can be so annoying sometimes. I hate summoning the food monsters. They're annoying.
Summoning the what?
Oh, nothing, Jestro. Just, having a conversation with myself.
Well, we really should go talk with,
Oh, yes, with the Iron General.
As they go meet with the Iron General. You called me, Master Jestro and Monstro, sir?
Yes. With the gathering all the books, I can transform you into your once magnificent self, instead of this hunk of junk you've been turned to.
Really now?
Yes. Now let it be known, as magic spews from Monstro circling around the General. Now come back, the General of Fire and Knights, the Fire Knight. Ooh, that is an amazing form. He has returned to his once powerful glory. Ah, it's good to be back in my original body. Yes, unfortunately I couldn't turn you back until I had all the books.
I suppose so. I remember me bringing a book to you.
Well, anyway, what's the next command, sir? Why, we wait, of course. When is the sports festival? Only in a few days. A few days? In a matter of a few days, I could have the destruction of an entire city done. Now calm down, Jestro. We may have more stuff to do until then. Like what? Gathering up the fire force, the fire army of yours. The fire army, you say? Yes. Well, let's gather the forces.
As we take a little pause there for a moment, and welcome the newcomers to the chat. I'll get right back to the what if in a moment. Taking a little bit of a breather, we'll be continuing it. Now, one of y'all had comments in there and about the books. I was not about to make an episode with every adventure of this series of him finding a book, for the sole reason I could not find the other books to use. So I apologize if y'all wanted to see a whole scavenger hunt for how we found the books. I will do that for another thing that's being released later in the year, so look forward to that. And let's get right back into it.
As we go to the hospital, where Bakugo is currently recovering, as Nezu visits him. Principal Nezu, it seems like you're recovering smoothly, Bakugo. Yes. What happened to Kirishima? Yes. Sad to say, your friend's arms were, well, torn from his body. Or more like melted off. As Bakugo looks shocked. You're lucky that they decided to let you live, and him live at the matter. They must have turned tail and run once they heard All Might enter. You're probably right. As he looks a little bit scared and ashamed that he couldn't save his friend's arms, Kirishima. I'll make them pay. Now, in due time. But right now, I do have a more important task. You must prepare for the sports festival coming up in about a week. Why, of course. I'll make sure to get first place. Very well, but could you tell me anything about these attackers? One of them was like an iron giant. One was like a fire mole. It came out of the ground and absolutely just destroyed it. I managed to deal a lethal punch to it, but then another fire person came in. I got dragged under to an underground area in the USJ. Then I was fighting with some iron giant or something. He had me outclassed. But I'll make him pay. Now calm down, Bakugo. We are going to do the research. We will find these villains, and they will be put behind bars. So rest easy. What happened to Kirishima? Unfortunately, with the loss of his hands, he could not continue in the hero course. He's been transferred to the study course. I feel bad for that. I let that happen. Now, Bakugo, we didn't know that there would be such heavy fighters joining the LOV in the attack. You're right. Oh, I probably should mention this. What? That Iron Giant said something about Jestro. A name. Saying he wanted something done for him? I don't know. I barely heard it. I was half conscious at that point. Well, thank you for this information. We'll use this to the best of our capability. Now you rest. As Nezu leaves. I'll make those extras pay for what they did. No one humiliates me. As that scene ends, as we go to right before the sports festival, to where Jestro and the Book of Monsters are speaking. Okay, so it's the day of the sports festival. I can't wait. Now calm down. We must let them get through their preliminaries. We'll come in at the last moment. Or at least you will. You're not coming? No. I need to reside here for the time being. After all, controlling a lot of monsters. If I was to be taken out, they would all vanish. Fair point. Now be careful out there. I give you permission to take the dragon. I was going to do that anyway. As we go to the, finals with being Todoroki and Bakugo. As they're fighting off, as the match is going as always, as the victor is undecided just yet. As they both did their biggest attacks they could. Todoroki using his ice because Deku's not there to encourage him to use his fire, and Bakugo using his explosive quirk. As a result of him about to be defeating Todoroki, the fire dragon appears from out of nowhere and lands, sending both the boys to the walls of the arena. As this is causing commotion between all the others, as it had landed. As it screeched out. Soon a person on its back could be visible. As everyone's wondering. As it happens to be Jestro. Well, as he grabs a microphone. Well, it is me, Jestro. I've been causing havoc on UA and its surrounding areas for a little bit. So I really hope you all don't mind me hopping in. 'Cause I know my revenge will be sweet. As a random hero tries to run to attack Jestro, as the fire dragon breathes its fire, evaporating the person. Ooh, a nasty burn, I see. Well, anyway, y'all probably shouldn't be focusing on me, as then all the top tier heroes, Endeavor, All Might, and Hawks, all appear in front of him. Well, I guess never mind. I had other things to say, but it seems like the heroes want to interrupt. So, as Endeavor sends a huge fire blast towards Jestro. As someone appears on his shoulder as the fire is diverted. Why, it's the Fire Eater, as he eats the fire and it grows bigger. As Hawks and Endeavor look. Oh, it's him again. Who is he? The Fire Eater. He attacked me at my headquarters, or agency, a while back. He absorbs my fire and gets stronger. I didn't know he was working with this. Thank you for diverting the attack, but I would have been fine, Fire Eater. Why, I couldn't just pass up on having a nice meal. As he hops down. After I gotta say, Endeavor does make some pretty tasty flames for an appetizer. As he's about to charge another attack, as Hawks goes to go after it. As then, his leg is bitten by another creature. As it's a fire wolf, and it flings him to a wall. As All Might's there, rushing. As then, surprisingly, he gets punched as the lava monster, who's in a huge form, appears from underground and tosses him straight up into the air. Home run! Excellent shot, lava monster. No problem, Jestro. Alright. And I was really about to say, you really should be more concerned about the city about now. And as the heroes look in awe, what do you mean about the city? What I mean about them. As we go to the city, as a bunch of fire crows starts burning, setting the place ablaze. As lava moles start to appear out of buildings, destroying them. As the Fire Knight is causing all this havoc with his troops, burning, causing everything to burn within the city. As the city's on fire, buildings being destroyed, and all the heroes went to the sports festival, causing with less heroes to be out and patrolling, which makes it the perfect moment for Jestro's forces to strike. Yes. Magnificent. Let the whole place burn. Do as Jestro commands. Burn everything down. Don't leave a single block of the city unscorched. As birds just start ramming into buildings, exploding, as the moles start popping out. But unbeknown to all of that, the heroes are now baffled and confused what to do. As Endeavor goes to try and fight the Fire Eater, as Hawks and all them go after each other as well, as All Might is trying to go after Jestro and the Fire Dragon, but the Fire Dragon is protected by the huge lava monster in his full form. Yes, cause as much mayhem and havoc as you can. I gotta say, Fire Dragon, why don't you aim right there, as he points in a direction. Why, yes. As he aims and fires, unbeknownst to Bakugo and Todoroki, the Fire Dragon fired exactly at where his classmates were, causing several injuries and scorching some alive. As Bakugo looks up in horror. Yes! Strike! Good work! Now start burning the entire place. While the Fire Dragon is burning the arena, Hawks, Endeavor, and the top tier heroes are too busy fighting the monsters Jestro has at his disposal. As we go back to the forces, where the city has been scorched to ashes, the heroes that have tried to go against them have been all but sliced by the Fire Knight, the general of the army. These heroes don't stand a chance, and with Jestro predicting most of the heroes will be at the sports festival, turning this place to ash has been a piece of cake. As we go to somewhere else, we go back to the lava castle, to where All for One and a Hayanomu have appeared. That he thought he could hide his location from me forever. I figured he retrieved his old base, so I just need to find out where he hid it. As the Nomu speaks, then allow me, as he goes forward, as the fire mole comes up and rips the Nomu in half, and it's bigger than the normal ones. As it's split in half and it regenerates. What's this? Of course, he couldn't make it easy for me. He must have kept one of his men aware. I will deal with this All for One. Why, of course, I leave it to you. As he walks by, as we go back to the sports festival, as Jestro is getting a telepathic call. Jestro, return immediately. Why? I'm just starting the mayhem and havoc. I just scorched about half the arena with the Fire Dragon, and the heroes are struggling to keep up with the fire monsters. In fact, the Fire Eaters look like he's getting bigger and bigger by the second, with the fight in Endeavor. Yes, but I need you to return. Fine, I guess I have no other choice. So, he flies off with the Fire Dragon, heading back to the lair. Well, back with the Nomu fighting the Fire Mole, as he's not really getting an upper hand, as he can't really damage the thing. All for One just says keep it busy. As we go inside to where we can see the Book of Monsters and all for one. Been a long time, Monstro. If it isn't all for one, what are you doing here? Why, I'm here to end what I should have ended about 100 or so years ago, as he sends a blast at Monstro as the fire element spirit comes out from the lava beneath and creates a firewall between them. I've created an opening. Get away! As he summons a firewolf and as it gets him away. As a firewolf takes him to the secret entrance into the lair. Okay, now go deal with... As then a huge blast comes in. Sending the firewolf to the side, being destroyed. As All for One appears into the room. You thought you could just delay the inevitable. I will say I'm irritated you've already started your plan. I know about half the cities on fire of Japan right now because of you. But that leaves you vulnerable at this moment. As he sends a big attack, Jestro happens to come in at the exact moment, as a big lightning hits the Book of Monsters. No! As Jestro yells, as he tries to send fire from his staff, as All for One blocks it. As the Book of Monster is just a husk, a shell, as Jestro runs away. Where do you think you're going? But Jestro manages to evade. After all, the Mole Monster and the Fire Dragon delay both the Nomu and All for One to where he's hiding on the streets. No, the Book of Monster's gone. What do I do? What did I do? As he's panicking. This is not the end. I'll be back. I just need to hide for the meantime. As Jestro goes away, he goes running back. But we go back to the city on fire. As the Fire Knight notices that the fire moles and the birds are starting to disappear. What is the meaning of this? No, it can't be. As he quickly rushes away as well, leaving the city still fire and scorched. As we go back to the heroes, who are battered, injured, and bloody, especially Endeavor, who is covered with burn marks, barely alive. Hawks lost... Well, his wings have been scorched to nothing, and several bite marks, while All for One is struggling to damage the big fire monster, but has still done significant damage to it. But the first to disappear were the fire wolves, which gave the help with Hawks, cutting up the legs of the lava monster to where All Might got a clear punch on its head, destroying it. No, this can't be happening. As then, the Fire Eater just escapes. As we go back to Jestro. I will be back. As he just vanishes, leaving not a trace of where he went. That means he's gone. Or at least, for now. I hope you've enjoyed this last part of What If Deku Was Jestro, until I come again and do the next. Make sure to like and subscribe. That was an amazing part, I gotta say. And I gotta say, Rocco Miller, thank you for the suggestion of a dragon. I'm glad you could make it to the live stream. And that was an amazing part, as I had actually been wanting to do this one for a while. I wanted to wrap this one up. Now, I've left this open. I do plan to come back, because if you've seen Nexo Knights, you know what happens next in one of their future series or seasons. Now, I wish I could have done all the books, but yeah, you've got it right on the dot. I may come back for that. This series is done well on its own, and I do recommend, if you want to see like stories and all that I've done, Octoling Experiment story and the Barrel War are out there, just letting you know. Now, I've got like 3 more to do, and possibly 4 if I want to do the next part of Mangle today. But if I do Mangle, it's the very last one. So do we do... Actually, I need to do this one, because I haven't done our part, and a lot of you are waiting in anticipation of what happened to this character. What would happen to Deku now? Well, that you'll just have to wait and see. Because I will be coming back. I do not plan to end this series like that. It's just I've got to do something here. That, of course, I planned this out. I planned it to leave on a cliffhanger, of course. It's just I've got things and all that I have ideas for. Now, we'll be continuing this series, which, again, I mentioned I'm ending a few series today. Again, a lot of y'all want to see, or Error wants to see me do like a meme stream or something. I don't know. Maybe coming in future, who knows? Again, I plan to die down the what ifs for a little bit. You'll still have them. It's just I'm doing less of them, like not doing multiple at the same time is what I mean, because that's kind of what I'm doing. That would be an interesting one and an interesting power. I will say, I love y'all's imagination in the chat. Love it. Y'all give me amazing ideas. But I am going to say this. For one of these stories, I'm going to have a story creation stream to where we'll be creating parts and you'll give me ideas for this story to where I will note down. And you may see your part in the video I make. And your name or your channel name will be in the description of that video. So bear in mind if you want to help me create one video or one story together on a stream. That would be amazing. Danny Phantom would be a very interesting one. What if Deku was being Danny Phantom for 5 seconds? Also, Captain Inkball, I did mention the food. Again, I'm still half tempted to do a special with the well, you know, with Jestro Food Monster special. If I do that, it's still just going to be a special that's just going to be random for me. But I did mention it in this video today, or the one I've done. How many people we got watching, Error? Because we'll be getting on to this next one, which I'll tell you the name. What Female Deku? Trying to get Izumi back. Okay, yeah. If I ever do that, what Eric's saying in the chat right now, I'm either gonna be a lot of people are gonna be mad, which in the world, not the community. All I'm saying is, I'll visit the stories, of course. Yeah, I don't understand the food monsters. Just Captain Inkwell wanted me to do like food monster special or something. So I decided to get that in there because I like to get some of your recommendations in there, and I kind of wanted to be something funny. I gotta say, there are other ideas. Again, I gotta say, it's Error's story. It's in the works right now. Your story that you recommended for me to do is in the works. I have scenes made for it, preparing to do it, but it's not on my highest to-do list right now. I need to get some of these series done. So after the Barrel War, the next series to drop, if we have not reached 500, will be your series of the What If Deku, or not What If Deku, the what if Marina was sanitized story. I will do that one after the Barrel War. So I really hope you will enjoy that one personally, because I took a lot of thought into it. And y'all may be surprised of what character I decided to choose to be the villain. Just saying. Yes, the Fire Dragon part, I have to say thank you, because I didn't think of adding one until you mentioned it in the last live stream. And I thought that was an amazing idea, so I gotta say thank you. And let's get some likes in the chat for Brocco Miller for suggesting that. No, the villain is not Captain Inkwell, but that would be absolutely funny if I made Captain Inkwell another villain in a story. Because currently you're in both my stories. The Octoling Experiment one and the Barrel War. You're not in this one. You're not in the one that Sanitized Past suggested. I'm sorry. It could be the main villain from Side Order, or it could be a villain I chose that has a connection to another villain in the series being my lore. So, I definitely say look out for that, and I really think I should get started with this next part. Now, I do have any idea, since this is probably going to have like 1 or 2 more parts before this season ends of this series. So I do have, if you want to make a suggestion for the final part of this series, you can put it in the chat and I'll think about it. No problem, Brocco Miller. After all, you made an amazing comment and I was like, I couldn't pass that up. Yep. Oh, I do have a question. For the next part of the Barrel War, I am going to make soon, as in the video should be out in a few days, if I can get all set up and done. You should be in this one. Do you know what? I may actually I have a new character slot opened up in the Barrel War because I had forgotten to fill in one important slot. That he was in the background of the prison. No, it wasn't the prison. I had a character I need to add, and you know what? Brocco Miller sounds like a good name for the one I'm thinking. So if you want to be in the next part of the Barrel War, you might, depending if I can get that character to coincide with the story or the plot of the next part. So if you do want to be in the next part of the Barrel War, just mention it. I'm glad to add subscribers. Now, not all subscribers or myself will be in all my stories. The only exceptions are the Octoling Experiment story and the Barrel War. There might be another one in the future that may have exceptions for doing another cast like this. But that is for future me to decide. Also, I do recommend y'all watch the Barrel War. I love it. Y'all seem to like it in the chat. I think it's an amazing series, to be honest, and that it doesn't have many views. So I'm gonna try to change that. We should go out there and spread the word of the Barrel War, because I find it an absolutely good series. I've literally spent working on this. I've been working on the Barrel War most of the time on this channel. Before live streams, I'm always working on the next part. Yeah, I will be adding Brocco Miller into the Barrel War as a new contender. I do not know which side I'll be adding you, though. So until the part releases with you in it,
you will have to wait, unfortunately. You probably be added to the barrel side because I have a feeling. You know what? I know who I can add you as. You're in the next part. Just note, I smell a team up with a sanitized past. Just prepare that. And if you don't know who that is currently Error. Because I had a character of a soldier introduced in the last part, which could actually be you because I plan to add him in several more scenes of the story. So, and I'll say, Captain Inkwell. This next part will be mostly focusing around Captain Inkwell and the getaway of me and Howling Melody from Sanitized Past, and now I think Brocco Miller. So I hope y'all will enjoy that, because I will be working on the scenes like after this live stream. I gotta say, Team Barrel versus Green Kenobi. It is, like, I have had, like, y'all showed amazing support to this channel and with these ideas. Wow. I probably should get to the next part of this, but I really love chatting with y'all in the chat. Is there any questions before I start the next part of the Inkling series? Ooh, Wanderer. What happened to his son when she... Oh, never mind. I was just reading that out loud. Why did I read that? Wait, what? Okay, no questions. Well, I'll get on to this next part. I really need to. And we've got like 2 more what ifs, possibly 3 more to do today. So let's get started with this one. And I have to say this before I start. I will have my friends notify me if you come near me. In the story, of course. Because I'm currently with Howling Melody. Why did I say Howling Mellow? I don't know. Well, anyway. No, you don't. Howling Melody may not be particularly happy with me. He does not want me dead, however. Oh. I didn't go into the backstory of Deku's mom. Oh, I didn't go over that part. It was one of the scenes I had forgotten. So I do apologize. But if you would like, I could do it in the next part of when I come back. Because I honestly forgot about it. I guess I was too enveloped in the story and the plot. Some fine details, like small details, I missed out. So I apologize. But if you want, I can go over it now. So, Deku's mom did fill in a missing report, as she was the only character that really cared for Deku in the situation he was in. But Deku felt left out because his mother was always working. So, that's how he led to joining up with the Book of Monsters. And when he was corrupted, technically all of his joy and niceness was also gone. Fond memories and all that was mostly forgotten. So he was mostly corrupted. So I hope that shines some light on the scene I missed. So, yeah. I do have to ask, does someone want to hear Fred? He's going to be in this part. If you don't know, he's a explosive person within my stories. So,
He's basically the loose cannon one of my friends had told me to make. He's a loose cannon that loves explosions. He's mostly a character that I add for the fun of it. So y'all don't know this, but my friend wanted me to make a character that was a loose cannon, that was uncontrollable and loves explosions. And I thought a very good name for that was Fred. So I forgot to add him in the last part of this, but I meant to say, and you'll hear this again when I go over the story. That was an amazing explosion! I will do it in the next part of the Jestro one when I come back. It's going to be like the manga one, so it will be out later this year. So just prepare for when that one comes back. It's going to resurface, guarantee it. Oh, okay. I think we need to get this next part done. So, for the story, let's get started. What if female Deku was an inkling, trying to retrieve Izumi from the clutches of Mustard? We go to the very crime scene, to where the explosion happened. Cops' bodies, soldiers' bodies lay everywhere, as someone gets up from the rubble. Oh, that was an amazing explosion! I survived! As he just gets hit with a baseball bat in the back of the head. Calm down, Fred. We need to focus on retrieving Izumi. As he starts shaking his head. What was that for? We need to go retrieve Izumi. Fine. Let's go. As he gets up, they're the only two, the leader of the expert team that arrived, and Fred, the demolition expert, were the only two remaining of the special force team. We're not going to be able to keep this a secret from the others, of course. As they get a call, picks up, as it happens to be Izumi's sister, Duet. Where is my sister? Ma'am, she is don't lie to me. Where is my sister? She was taken by the villain. We don't know how many there are. I'm sending my forces to your location now. I will inform the rest. Do not let the Hero Safety Commission out of their rooms. I will read. Your forces are to reroute and make sure they do not leave or gather any information of tonight. Are you sure, ma'am? Yes. Trust me, if you do not do this, I will have your head for this. Yeah. No, she's not going to have our heads. As he says this, someone in a helicopter is pointing a sniper rifle at his head. You know what? Straight to the Air Safety Commission's room. As he just walks away with the commander. You're probably right. As we go to the council members. They managed to kidnap Izumi. We've increased borders and security around. There's no way they can teleport in or teleport out. We have also set up security perimeters, schedules all throughout the sewers and the area. We've increased the security and search teams of everywhere. As Wolf is just sitting there. The Hero Safety Commission had something to do with this, didn't they? We don't know that. As we go to the Hero Safety Commission and all that. Why is there extra security here? Why we're here, ma'am, is because there was an explosion, a gas explosion nearby. Apparently, some of the people out there forgot to check on the gas pipes, So there was a huge explosion, and we were just come here to extra security since you're such high priority guests. At least we're being treated with respect. As she walks away. Can I just shoot her up? No, Fred. As much as I would love for you to kill her with a barrage of explosions and rifleman rounds, we have to make sure she does not die. Fine. I call dibs on killing the next person that tries to disturb us. You know what? You can shoot them in the leg. How about that? That's agreeable, as he puts his machine gun away and grabs his pistol. If they bother us. He looks at him before putting his pistol away. Fine. As we go to Mustard and Izumi. We're currently underground, or is in the festival area, underground, in the switch rooms area where they switch the rooms underground to the next arena. As Izumi's unconscious, while Mustard is just sitting there. They'll be here eventually. They won't leave me with this high priority target. They'll obviously send backup. As he just checks on Izumi, her pulse seems fine. She is burning up, though. Fever, maybe sick. What could cause that? Well, anyway, I better find some medicine. I can't let her die, or it'd be against my mission. As he goes to find some medicine from the nurses' area within the festival underground to treat the wounded that get hurt in the festival. Okay, where is it? Where is it? As a guard comes in. Hey, who's there? As Mr. or Mustard just shoots him in the head. Now it's taken care of. Now, where is it? Cold medicine. Here it is. As he grabs it, he tries to go back. And notice Izumi is gone. She can move. With that fever, she's not getting far. As he just follows the path to where she could have gone. To where she's trying to get away. As she falls over, knocking some things off. As she's starting to feel dizzy and all that. I need to get my medicine. As she tries to get out of there to go find security, Mustard catches up with him, or catches up with her, and just chops her on the neck as she falls back unconscious. Now, I can't have you escaping. I would kill you in a heartbeat if it wasn't for my mission. To answer your question, the character is a villain from My Hero. I could be pronouncing his name wrong, but it was Mustro or something else, but it was mostly on the lines of that. So just to let you know, it's a My Hero villain, less known villain in the camp arc of the UA, the training camp arc. Now back to the story. We go to her sister meeting up with all the other council members to discuss. This villain has my sister. We increase security. I will have my forces check out the entirety of the area. I'm doing an entire sweep of every inch of the safe zone. You can't do that. That'll cause a rouse of panic and suspicion. It's not like you can do anything. Yes, we can. We have still control over the security force, which is mostly occupied on our borders and the security of the festival. And the security around those people that will love to get some information on us. Yes. We need to find her soon. My sister will need her medicine soon. As Wolf speaks up, medicine? Oh, that's right. You've been out of the country for quite a while, Wolf. What is this about? Izumi is sick with a rare disease only certain mutations like me and her can have. It's known as ink dry disease. If she doesn't get a certain amount of medication or injections, it's possible she will die. That's why it's important she wasn't allowed to leave, or even leave the area because she wouldn't be able to get this medicine outside our safe zone. This explains why she hasn't been coming to events lately. She must be draining herself a lot. It means she needs a lot of medicine. What was my sister even doing at that place? I don't know, but I think she wanted to handle the problem herself. Thinking about others before herself, I see. She shouldn't even be on the battlefield. She could have monitored from her own home. Why'd she have to be there? I don't know, but it could be that the task force that was assigned to protect her was also sent there. Probably so. Now, this means adjourned. Let's go find my sister. As all of them say, as Shay and Liz talk, does this mean we'll have to cancel the festival? I don't think we will. Oh, what's up, Alex? Oh, we will not be canceling the festival. The festival will go on. They don't know what happened. As long as we keep it a mystery of what happened last night, the festival will continue, and the search will also be looking out for. Your daughter is in the, preliminaries? Close to the finals? Yes. Well, maybe she has a chance of winning this year's competition. Hopefully so. Well, anyway, it's about time they're gonna head and the festival's gonna start again. We should make our way there. Yes. As we go back to the Hero Safety Committee President and the security, as Bakugo decides to come out and pick a fight with one of the security member, being the commander of that was sent there. What do you think? You're better than us? Why do we need heavy security like this? I bet you're weak. As he says this, all he does is give a little signal behind his back with his fingers to Fred. As Fred quickly pulls out his pistol and shoots him in the legs. As Bakugo falls down and just gets punched by the commander. As the heroes come out, what are you doing? It is an offense to threaten an officer, especially at my level. I am simply teaching him a lesson. I can have you arrested for this, Hero Safety Committee says. No, you cannot. As Wolf comes in, as she glares at him, you're in our domain. Threatening an officer can be reprimanded, and it's legal for them to do force against the reprimander. That means all punishments been received are allowed because you're threatening an officer, which means, especially an officer at his level, you're disrespecting the council. As she has no choice but to apologize. Fine. I'm sorry. As she walks away, as they grab Bakugo. They're not gonna accept treatment from us, are they? No. Fine by me, I got to shoot somebody. Okay, Fred, you got your fun. So we're going on that search team to search for our boss. Let's do it. Just let me go to my room and grab something real quick. Be quick about it. I will. As he vanishes into the distance. As we go back to Mustard and, well, Izumi. We're currently sitting under in the area where we can just see about a few security guard bodies piled up in a closet. Okay, we're moving. As she grabs Izumi, who's currently conscious now. And they're moving areas because he currently had to deal with the force that found him secretly, so they wouldn't get Izumi back. Now I just gotta wait for that pickup. When are they gonna call me back? Is he just waiting for security and all that to pass? Trying to figure out when the League of Villains are gonna come and get him out of there. Now where's a good place to hide you? As Izumi's fever has only gotten worse, the medicine has done very little to help. Now where's an area? As he's scanning the area, using his, well, mist or smoke to try to find a decent area to hide. Ah, there you are. Come with me. as they go to an area that's actually viewable to the fighting area of the arena. As we hear an announcer, "Welcome back, people. We're back for the next day of the festival. We're in the preliminaries. And tomorrow is the finals." Or, I think the finals are today, depending on how quickly these rounds go. Yes. So, today is, what matches? Okay, so we got the police cadets versus, or at least one of them, versus, the daughter of one of the council members, or two of the council members, in fact. As Mustard just sets her down, as she's barely conscious because of her fever. So I wonder, what type of people are fighting here? As he's just looking, observing. As they see the fight go down, as the girl has robotic tentacles that come out of her back as she fights with these complete police cadets, absolutely destroying them in hand-to-hand combat, taking them out swiftly. As she moves to the next round. Pretty impressive. As he gets a call, picks up. "Yeah, we're coming to get you. It's gonna be a minute. About a few minutes and we'll be there." "Good. I've been waiting for a while. I finally get to turn you in." As he goes to grab her, not just her head starts to heat up, her arm is also hot. "At this rate, you'll die. I need to find whatever medicine you need. Those painkillers and cold medicine barely did a thing. If I bring you back in this condition, I'll get reprimanded or worse. Turned into one of those, Nomu. Guess I gotta go try back at another medical bay." As Izumi cannot really move in her condition, so he just leaves her there. "You better not move, as I've tied you to the pole. So just stay there. I'll be back with whatever medication you need." As he vanishes. I need to signal them somehow. As security routines are currently heavily searching the place, but they can't arouse too many security because they don't want people to panic. As we go to all the council members who are currently there, sitting in the observation room, which happens to have Izumi's sister, Duet. "Report? We have not found him yet, sir. Or ma'am. Tell me when you do. I don't want these searches to stop till you find her." "Yes, ma'am." "Did the medical team have her medication here?" "Yes." "Good. I feel things are only getting worse from here." Exactly. As Fred and the commander just step out of the room. "Alright, let's go searching." As then they're searching through the down area of the, of course, festival. Walking through. Now where could this villain be? Those tunnels led here. He could have come here, possibly to hide out. As here's a few gunshots up ahead. As Fred goes to check it out, as the commander noticed something. A hidden wall here. Huh. As he pushes it, as he sees the unconscious Izumi. "Izumi!" As he shakes her, as he knows that she's burning up. "We need her medicine immediately." As he tries to call, he just hears fighting. As he tries to call, static. He must have jammed signal around this area. As we go to Fred, who had just showed up, and it looks like he was searching in the medical area as the nurse and the rest of the people there have been killed, which is being the security. As he just opens his fire with his machine gun, as Mr. Mustard just quickly jumps behind cover. Come out, wherever you're hiding. This time I'll make sure you're filled with holes." As he quickly pulls a pin and throws a grenade. As Mr. is about to use his quark as the grenade lands right next to him, he quickly jumps out of the desk and rushes at Fred. "Okay, now you're done for." As then a gas punch punches him from the side, having him hit the wall as Mustard runs past him. He quickly gets up, then he hears the explosion as he ducks for cover. As soon as he gets out of the hallway, he sees them, starts opening fire. As he gets back to the room just to find Izumi gone. Where'd she go? As unknown to him, the commander is hiding Izumi in the far corner of the room, as she's not in a very good condition. Well, Fred's back over there and saying, wait, I shouldn't have blew this place up. This was the only area where she had her medicine. As he goes searching for the vial. Come on, where is it? Phew! I'm glad they decided to bring it in blast-proof casing. Oh, I know why they set everything in blast-proof casing now. As he remembers the day he walked in and accidentally, dropped a grenade. Yeah, that was my fault. They made everything pretty much in, explosive-proof because of me. Man, I'm a bad person. Well, doesn't matter. Might as well just keep blowing it up. As he drops 2 more grenades and walks out. Now where could she be? As soon as he's about to find the 2, there's explosions happening outside. As everyone in the arena is shocked. As villains, Nomu, and all that start attacking the city. And in the festival. Oh, they're quicker than I thought. As the commander quickly pulls out his gun and shoots him in the arm. As he's about to go use his quirk on him, he prepares to pull the trigger again, only to find out that the commander was just shot in the chest. As he falls over, as a villain had come over and joined him. Oh, luckily I found you. As the commander is just having struggled to breathe. Should I end him? No, we need to get Izumi quickly to the rest. Yes, as soon as he grabs Izumi and get out, the other villain just gets smoked off the bat by Fred. As he quickly rushes out, as Nomu peers in. As he pulls out 2 knives and rushes at the Nomu, as it rushes at him, as he just stabs it into its brain and does a flip over it, as the knives explode, killing the Nomu. As he goes over to his commander. Commander! As he's barely conscious and barely breathing, as he puts pressure on the wound. We need a medical team down here now! The medical team will be here any moment, sir. Go after council member. As he loses consciousness. Yes, sir. As Fred quickly rushes out and just starts blitzing towards Mustard and Izumi like he was going super fast with his boots and all that. As he sees a bunch of Nomu start appearing in front of him. As he just pulls out his pistol and starts firing as the Nomu are coming at him, as he just flips over them or just running by him like he's in the Matrix. He's not carrying anything but to complete the mission. As the Nomu pulls out his long sword hand in front as he goes through the hall that he turned. As he quickly just goes under the blade and turns back and shoots the Nomu in the head, killing it. And this continues going after his warpath towards Izumi and Mustard, who's trying to get out from this maze of underground system. To where he finally finds the stairs. As all he can hear is gunfire of just Fred blitzing his position, trying to get to him. As he looks over, he just sees Fred just killing Nomu with his bare hands and a pistol. As he sees him. Yeah, send more Nomu to my location, please. We have a maniac on the bottom floor, just tearing through the Nomu. As he quickly just runs up the stairs. Where do you think you're going? As he goes to go touch the stairs, as then a Nomu from underground just grabs him and pulls him under. As he just vanishes. As the whole arena is in an alert. As troops are gathering everywhere, soldiers coming in, Duet's force coming in, helicopters of Duet just arriving to deal with this absurd force of Nomu. As Muster is absolutely tired from running away from Fred. who's probably given this man the shock of his life. I barely got any sleep from watching this prisoner. She's not in the best condition. They're just gonna have to deal with it. As he tries to get up and tries to find where the League of Villains are, where we go to the Hero Safety Commission president, who's thinking, "Oh, great! All Might Hawks, Aizawa, take out the No Moon villains if we can prove." And she thinks, if we can prove that we're more valuable here, we can be able to send troops here in and have full control of the Hero Safe over the mutation safe zone. Yes, unknowns to those villains, they've given me the perfect opportunity to shut down this safe zone. As all the security and all that focus on the villains and all that with Class 1A as well, leaving the Hero Safety Commission alone with 2 bodyguards. As she just watched her above, this is the perfect opportunity. As she turns around, seeing both her bodyguards dead, as Wolf's just standing there in his beast form. This is payback for trying to kill me, as he dissevers her head immediately. As she's thinking, no, this can't be happening. As she dies because of Fred, or not Fred, but why am I saying Fred? From Wolf. There, you're no longer a threat. As he quickly wipes the blood off his claws. Now to make sure no evidence. As he just sets the booth where she's in on fire. I can blame it on a Nomu attack. As he leaves. Now to go free Izumi. As this part ends there. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, that was an amazing part. Amazing. Now this one has at least one more episode in it. One more part before this series ends. And I absolutely love this series. This was a series I had thought up years ago. And it's going out exactly as I imagined it, except the part with Fred. I made that up on the spot. Explosive knives, yes. Thing is, when I said I was going to make an explosive expert, I meant I was making an explosive expert and a man that's literally about to go through 10 miles of pure steel to complete his mission. Now you'll find out what happens to Fred in the next part, because I can tell you this, he's not dead. He is not dead. He's nowhere close near dead. You probably have more luck of breaking reality than killing Fred. I'm telling you that. That's how absurd I made this man. Honestly, I could have done an explosive katana, but I felt like knives fit the best there. Oh no, Fred doesn't have PTSD. He's giving the enemy PTSD. Now, I do have to ask, I do have what, Drill Woman next, or the next one being King Sombra? Both are good. Which one you want to see first? What if Deku was Nightmare Foxy? Hey, good idea. Y'all have amazing ideas, which I cannot get to all of them, because I still have Lord of the Rings what ifs to do that I planned to do way before any of these, but have been delayed because y'all love these series. I'm just saying. I may have made Fred just a little bit overpowered when I created the character. King Sombra. Okay, we got 1 vote for Drill Woman, 1 vote for King Sombra. Okay, Captain Inkwell or anyone else currently in the chat, do you want to break that vote? Because currently it's tied. Both of them are good. I'm sorry. When I made the character Fred, I made this man to pretty much make people fear him. A character that's powerful enough to you may say Fred's not powerful enough. Just wait. Just wait. You haven't seen Fred's full potential in the Barrel War yet. Or are you saying you need One Punch Man to defeat Fred? What does Fred need? Okay, I'll worry about the suggestions for Drillman or King Sombra in a minute. I want to know, what does Fred need? Explosive reusable bombs. Fred is in the Barrel War, by the way. He's a character. He's the mercenary that was hired by Lobit. Yeah. But, yeah, that would make Fred a little bit more overpowered. Reusable bombs. Or does he have them already? Okay, we do need to decide the deciding factor of the tiebreaker. So, Drill Woman, King Sombra, both are good. I could do both of them. But we're gonna need a tiebreaker. If Captain Inkwell's in the chat, you're the tiebreaker. I will say, you might want to bring popcorn to the next What If one. But I think the next live stream is probably on the Barrel War, which may be tomorrow. So hopefully y'all come and join me for that one, because I think I'm going to do the next part of the Barrel War stream tomorrow. Oh wait, someone's saying I should give him an explosive sniper rifle with a blade. Is that what you're saying Fred needs? Now I haven't described Fred's main weapon, so I could do it. Oh, Eric, if you definitely streamed Cuphead, I would definitely try to make it to your stream. Wait, are you saying Fred needs his own What If? The Fred show? If my friend from earlier was on this chat, he would be bursting out laughing right now. Do you know what? If Fred needs his own story, that may be something I do for a later story. What time does the stream? Oh, the stream start. The stream starts around, for the Barrel War, should start around the same time tomorrow. Should. I am not replacing Mangle with Fred. Or are you saying Mangle gets replaced by Fred? I don't know about that. There's... Nah. I'm not replacing him in that story. I admit, I made Fred to be an intimidating character and frightening, but a loose cannon with some screws loose as well. So I admit, I had fun making the, or not, not making the character. Well, I did make the character in theory in all thought. I do not have a picture or anything I made of him though. I'm just gonna say, if we cannot decide on the Drill Woman or King Sombra, I will go with the King Sombra one. Probably. I will say that. No. Hear me out. Hear me out. Who wants to hear a story of Fred in Five Nights at Freddy? It's going to be a one-shot story. I can guarantee it. But in case y'all are interested in that, I am willing to do a series. What if Fred was in Five Nights at Freddy's? 1, 2, 3. You know the rest. So, just saying, y'all want to see that? It would be an interesting story to do, but I think Bronco Miller's saying no, no. To be fair, they wouldn't be short at all. Although I feel bad for the animatronics. I feel bad what Fred's gonna do to them if I do that story. They're gonna be shivering. I can get... Fred would definitely say yes to that. But I may do that later, I don't know. That was just an idea. Again, not all my ideas will come to fruition. Like, I had, like, a bunch of stories ideas, but I only came to the conclusion of 4 for the meantime. Okay, the King Sombra series, so I'll go get to the, like, thumbnail and all that for this. King Sombra, this is another character from My Little Pony. A lot of y'all seem to like when I do the My Little Pony what ifs or something like that with Deku. In fact, I have a My Little Pony story prepared to do. Okay, if Fred was doing the Fortnite dance, I would be laughing right now. Just imagining my own made-up character doing that dance. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back to continue with this story, or get started with this story. I haven't started it yet, so bear with me for a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Well, welcome back.
shall we get started with the King Sombra one? Yeah, he would definitely do the gritty on every kill shot he gets. All right, Brocco Miller, Error, you ready to get this next story out? Hey, if I ever get to like being to like a few hundred or a few thousand subscribers, I will try and maybe try to submit a character for Fred to Fortnite. If I get really high up there, I'll probably try to make a design of Fred, and I'll probably try to get Fortnite to if I get like way high up there in subscribers and all that, I will try. Because it would just be funny at this point. I do like the... I remember you said this last time. I do like the What If Deku was Melasonic. Should we get started? Just wondering, because I have like, we still got Drill Woman to do, we still got this one to do. And then I will probably be doing the Barrel War tomorrow on the Barrel War Next Part live stream, if I can get to it. Alright. Well, anyway, any other questions before I start the next part of the stream? Nope. I guess not. I really like y'all's ideas, and I'm gonna get straight into this. Let's go. What if Deku was King Sombra? We start this off at Deku's middle school. Deku was bullied constantly by his peers. Bakugo would always bully him. And when he was little, he heard small thoughts, like a voice in his head when he was young, saying fight back, all that, but with small thoughts. He couldn't really make them out, and he didn't want to do that. When he got older and wanted to be a hero, of course the kids bullied him and all that. Bakugo, of course, especially. When it came to the last day of middle school, Bakugo was more angry than usual and decided to go after Deku. He decides to whine more than payback for what he did earlier because he felt like he disrespected him. So Deku is running away from Bakugo. Why don't you just leave me alone? Get back over here, Deku! As he rushes over with the explosion in his hand, as he manages to evade as Bakugo hits a sign, to where the store owner comes out and scolds him, while Deku manages to get away. Well, he heads into the forest. Oh, finally I can rest. As he's tired and all that, exhausted, you would say. As he just lays there for a moment until he hears something. This way. This way. As he's like, what was that? He starts to walk around, wondering what was that? What was the voice he was hearing? Saying, come this way. As he finds an old place, old ruins. What is this place? It looks old and abandoned.
Did this place belong to some nobles back in the day? As Deku pulls out his book, and he had also brought a historical book, so he's trying to remember where he had seen it. Ah, this was owned by... It doesn't say. These must be older than the book. I wonder how old these are. As he starts admiring the place, looking around. He's admiring the structure. I wonder who could have built this. It must have taken them a long time. I wonder how it ended up like this. Maybe a villain attack? As he's contemplating all these ideas in his mind, he does not notice the shadowy figure watching him in the distance. Yes, go inside, the shadowy figure says. As Deku starts to move inside. But before he does, he admires the door and all that. Looking around. As he thought he sees someone in the shadows. But he shrugs it off, saying it's nothing. As he walks in. Ooh, this place even is more majestic inside. Now I wonder if I could find anything about this. Now he starts reading some text he finds on the wall. This one, as he starts to decipher it, this was once the place of the darkness, also ruled by a king. The king's name is shrugged off, erased, as it was broken and shattered, so the text was incomplete. By a king? Darkness? These texts look old, like maybe 100 or more. Could be even 1,000. This is really old. How is this place still standing? As he starts to admire and look around even more, I wonder what type of secrets this place holds. As then he knows something in the distance, as it's King Sombra's outfit. Relics? I thought this place would be taken to a museum. As Deku makes his way over. As he looks at them, there's a name engraved in the crown. Sombra? Wait, is that the name of the person in the inscription? King Sombra? As he goes to touch it, he feels a strange feeling and turns around. I must be imagining things. As he turns back towards as he touches it, as his eyes glow green, as he feels someone saying something to him. Yes, put it on. As he has the urge to touch it again, as he touches it, his eyes turn fully green as someone from behind him is speaking. Yes. Welcome, you shall now be my new host. As Deku looks confused. New host? As he looks confused. Why, you will be my new host. After all, I've been reduced to nothing but a shadow after those princesses did to me thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago? He's constantly looking around, trying to find this person. Yes. Celestia, Luna, Cadence, and Twilight. They reduced me to nothing but a shadow. To seal my power away in my mere clothes. Honestly, smart on them, but now that they're all gone, they never thought I would still be around. The shadows are eternal, so there's no getting rid of me. As Deku is still very confused on who he's talking to. Are you King Sombra? Ah, you're smart. That makes things easier. What do you want? Well, you know I already told you you're going to be my host. As Deku refuses, no. It doesn't look like you have a choice. As Sombra looks directly at his eyes turn completely green like in the image. Now quickly, put on the uniform. My clothes. Or my old uniform, to be more precise. As he turns into completely King Sombra. Oh, it's good to be back in having a body. Although I could turn to shadows now. Guarantee I couldn't do this with a person that had a quirk. I guess I got lucky. Since the person with the quirk would most likely die if I took possession. But he happens to be the perfect fit. I've been asleep for far too long. It's about time I take control of this new era. Lead it into a new age. And I, as its king, its ruler, King Sombra. As someone approaches behind him. It seems you've returned, Master. Woolram, I thought you were long gone. No, Master. I cast an eternal sleep spell on myself. To wait for your reawakening, sir. Woolram, it's glad to see my lieutenant. This is where I go into fictional thing. So in my lore, he is a supporter of King Sombra from where he was banished 1,000 years ago, to where he had fell into a deep slumber to wait for King Sombra's return. But he overslept and now has waited until he woke up in this era. Well, it's good to see you awake. I also have another person with me. His name is Sleep, someone I brought on while I waited for your reawakening. Before I fell asleep. As Sleep is like, yep. He looks really tired. That's his name, Sleep, but he does have some very interesting abilities, King Sombra. As long as he can be put to good use. Why, of course, my liege. Well, it's good to be free after, what, how many thousands of years has it been? By my calculations, it's probably been at least 2,000 or 3,000 years since your last slumber. Ah, so that means I've been pretty much sealed away for 4,000 years. In total, pretty much, sir. Those princesses, they must be all dead by now. Doubt they could live this long. Hopefully they are, sir. Because if they were still alive, I would tear them to shreds. I have full confidence that you could, sir. Now, I do have one thing to say, as I'm glad that you're reawakened, but I must inform you about this era. Yes. Woolram, tell me, what's this new era hold? Why, this new era holds a group of heroes and villains. They mostly rule the society. From the looks of it, at least. I see. But by the looks of it, we should be able to take them over, if we have our full army awakened. Did you put the whole army to sleep? I'm afraid not, sir. It was only us two that managed to go to slumber for this long. The rest had died in the sleep process. I guess I'll have to rebuild my forces from scratch. That's no matter. Is there anyone in this era that has a chance of defeating me? The only person I could think of this era is not even in this country. Good. That means I only have one threat. As Sleep speaks up, Sir, I do have some information for you. And what is that? Well, there was the rumors of some artifacts from your castle being taken. I cannot confirm if some of them are missing or not. I haven't checked myself. I have been too busy, as he yawns. Sleeping, sir. Retrieve whatever artifacts may have been fallen into anyone else's hands. They may be low-level artifacts, but they will still grant power. Yes, sir, we will retrieve these artifacts. As King Sombra goes to the throne, as both his guards stand there. The new era is looking more powerful than I thought. But they stand no chance against my might. They shall not stand a chance against you, sir. Good. Now go retrieve those artifacts. Yes, sir, as both of them leave. Now how to rebuild my army. As a cloud of smoke appears behind him. More further up. You know what, I should rest. What am I talking about? I've been asleep for at least 3,000 years. I should be awake, not to try to think of slumbering at this hour. As he looks over. No one has noticed my resurrection, or awakening, which is good. That means I can take control of them, as soon as my strength and my forces have rekindled from their slumber. But for now, I will sit and wait. The waiting game is how things will play out for now. And I hope y'all enjoyed part 1 of What If Deku was King Sombra. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this part. I loved it. And make sure to like and subscribe.
Ooh, that one was an amazing part, I gotta say. I have to say, that one had an amazing part. King Sombra Part 1, amazing. I would have done more, but I didn't have any more scenes created. I didn't know what I wanted to do after this part. I thought this part was going to take a bit longer, but it works. Oh, are you talking like the, I hope there is a part 2, hope there is... Yeah. There is going to be a part 2. I can confirm this. There is going to be a part 2 of this. I absolutely love the My Little Pony What Ifs. I have finished them to the end, and this is the 4th one I have made. So if you like this one, I definitely recommend you watch the What If Female Deku was Snowdrop, which I did not know that Snowdrop was a animated character from like a fan animation. Then What If Deku was What If Deku was Queen Chrysalis, and What If Deku was Luna, which may get a remake in the future, I do not know. What may next, I may do What If Deku was T-Rex, or What If Deku was... Who knows, more My Little Pony characters. Some may try... You know what would be funny if I do What If Deku was Trixie? Oh, that one would be hilarious. Okay, I definitely see the comment you made, Rocco Miller. That is a good idea. I may do that. Or who knows, I already had that planned. Who knows? I've got a question for y'all in the chat. If y'all don't know, would it be funny if I did a What If Female Deku was Trixie Deku? I feel like that one would be funny, in my opinion. Oh, and this live stream's at 6 likes. Oh, amazing. Thank you all for getting this live stream to 6 likes. What if Deku was a Shadow Walker? Oh, are you talking or what if Female Deku was a Shadow Walker? Are you talking like the Minecraft one, or are you talking about something else? No, no. Before I explain, he's only been gone for like an hour or 2. That is in the next part, I gotta say. I will go over what happens in the next part. I'll go over what happens. But just telling you, I will go over what happens to Deku's mom in this part. I will not forget. It's in the next part. I'm gonna do. I will say this. So if y'all don't know this one character from My Little Pony that I might do a What If Deku on,
Basically, it was just like someone that wanted to one-up Twilight in the series. Prove she's the strongest, she's the best. In reality, she's like a very, very minor villain or antagonist. But whenever that character showed up on screen, it had me laughing every time. So I may just add her in as a joke and something like that. Bronco Miller. I have part 1 of that. I forgot to continue it. I've been busy with so many projects, I forgot I had made this. I'm so sorry. I need to make a part 2. I've left this without a part 2 for so long. I apologize. Thank you for reminding me, Bronco Miller. That one I will have to do off camera because I'm going to have to remember where I left off on this. So, I already answered that comment about the shadow. Well, I don't know if there's something wrong with my mic, but yep. Yeah, you got it. The drill one, I believe I get to this one today. I should get to this one, go ahead and get this out of the way. The last part of this one is today, I believe. If not, I will definitely do this off stream, and I'll have it out as soon as possible. But for right now, I'm just gonna read the comment section. Okay, the Entity 303 one, and the one with the Trixie, I am going to do that one because I love the My Little Pony stories. Also, Bronco Miller, I would suggest looking forward to my own My Little Pony story I plan to do in the future. There's going to be a vote if I reach 500. Yeah, I am going to see where I left off on Entity 303, because I realized I've been too busy with so many projects, I forgot to end that series. I forgot to make a part 2, which was going to go on for quite a while, and was going to be it. Because I had a whole thing planned out, but I got sidetracked by another series and kind of forgot about it. To answer your question, Trixie is a My Little Pony character. She doesn't really have any big roles, but she does show up at some convenient times, and she's just one of the most funniest characters I have met in a series. And I really enjoy whenever she was on screen because that character personally made me laugh. Personally made me laugh. Oh yeah, and I've got so many series I want to do, so I will definitely come back and do some of the old series I have that I want to do. Because I still have some Bendy and the Ink Machine stories I want to do, Lord of the Rings stories I want to do, which are what-ifs, of course. All those I just mentioned are what-ifs. But I cannot get around to do them because y'all want to see so many different types of what-ifs. So, I don't really know. Actually, I don't know. I haven't come up with the name with the characters, so the cast could be. I haven't come up with the cast for the characters yet, though. So there's a chance I can add you in there. All right. What, that's 3 what-ifs already? I really should get to this last one. That's what I'm thinking. I will say, I will get back to doing the Entity 303. I will end it. It did such a good job, I had just forgotten about it. Again, I need to get this schedule of mine straightened up a bit. Oh yes, I also forgot. Eric, congratulations on getting over 100 subs. I thank you for being a supporter, and I'm glad you got. Is something wrong with the mic? I'm glad you got over 100 subscribers. So I really need to check out what the mic problem is or something. I have no idea. Is the mic problem? Is there a problem with the mic? All right. So Bronco Miller, you will be added to the Barrel War. Yes, I thought of the What If Deku was Murder Drone, and I saw that comment as well. A lot of these ones I want to get around to. Thing is, I need to do some old ones first. So, if you remind me on the What If Deku live stream about the ones you want to see, I will tell you. Okay, I've seen most of Murder Drone, but I think there's an episode or two I've not seen, so I will definitely go watch those. No idea what that's about. Well, either way, I'm either going to do this on the live stream or I'm going to do it off. I'll make up my mind after I finish talking with y'all in the chat or something. So, I do have to discuss this. When I reach 500, there will be a poll up where we vote for the next story y'all want to see. So hopefully we can reach 500 soon. Or this channel does. Because I really want to do one, and I really think this. The My Little Pony one's probably going to win over Errors one. I fully admit that. But if it's not to 500, that one will come out first. Oh, yeah, sorry. The mouse is a little bit close to the mic. I apologize for that. You will hear it sometimes with the scene changes. I meant to move it around a little bit further away. I kind of forgot to. My apologies. Oh, oops. Sorry about that. Well, anything else you want to tell me in the chat before I either end this or do this next part? Because y'all have amazing ideas. I admit that. I love the community. I love the people in the chat, y'all that support and want to see more of these series. So, oh, I should live my stream. Sorry, I should do a stream of me watching the series of Murder Drone. So you want me to like stream the series of watching Murder Drone? Is that what I'm hearing? Like, I believe I can watch it and all that. I don't think I have to deal with any, as long as I say, go check out the Glitch channel. I think I can actually just watch Murder Drones on this channel and y'all can see my reactions. Because I've not seen the entirety series. I will admit, I don't remember watching the first episode, in fact. Oh, I've been too busy to check out the Glitch channel. Last series I watched on the Glitch channel was Meta Runner. What's happening in the chat right now? Like, people that have just joined this expecting to hear What If is just gonna be surprised on, like, what's going on in the chat that I'm just reading right now. Oh, there's a new series coming out on, the Glitch channel? Isn't that the Digital Circus? Have I seen the... No, I have not seen the Digital Circus either. Do you know what? I'll see if I can do a live stream about watching the murder drones. So, be ready for that. No, there's a newer series on the Glitch channel. Okay. What's happening right now? I am honestly I'm just honestly just sidetracked by what I'm seeing in the chat. Like, you've got me for a daze. Okay, I will give you a hint on the My Little Pony story because it's not off any of the main cast. It is a character I chose, and it's not off the lore of well, it could be. It's a little bit off the lore of My Little Pony, but it's a mixture of another game mixed in. There may be a character from My Little Pony or two in the series. I haven't decided. But I do appreciate y'all's support in these ideas and all that. I will also see if I can get my hand in animation. So you may see an animation or two from me if I can make it. Because I want to do this, and if I can, it would be an amazement. And what I want to do is I want to animate my story, the Octoling Experiment series. And if I cannot do that, it's just something that's not in my power. And if I can, and I actually do manage to do the entire series when I'm done with it, I will do my other series. But the thing is, all these will probably be years into the future. So I'm just sharing some things I wish I can do in the future. Guarantee the animation videos will be shorts that I will create to start off. There's like a war happening in my chat right now. Don't even know if they heard me. Like, I'm not even gonna read what I'm seeing right now. All I'm telling you, if you're joining this live stream, or you are watching this after I'm done, read the comments section of this. Thank you. Captain Inkwell, you're back. Thank you. I do plan to animate stuff if I can, and if it's in my power, I will try. If I cannot do it, and if I become a big YouTuber, like, if I get like over 1 million or something, I will see if I can do some animations for videos and all that. I'll see if I can get a crew together and do stuff like that. Like, guarantee, once I finish with my Oxalene Experiment series, it would make for an awesome animation. And guarantee, there'll probably be add-ons to animation, like new ideas, new routes, more stuff. Because the Oxalene Experiments is old, and I'll probably add stuff to it. Same with the My Little Pony one, if I do that and complete it, and make a series. Why do I even try? I am just mesmerized by the chat right now. Yeah, Captain Inkwell, if you're listening to this, just sit back and watch. That's what I'm doing now. All I'm saying, right now, if you're enjoying this live stream, read the chat. That's all I'm saying, read the chat. This has turned into a whole thing. It's a war between Error and currently Rocco Miller, I think. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about there. Oh, so if y'all could stop in the chat right now, I do want to say something. So, I do have a what-if idea that involves My Little Pony I had set up a long time ago. And I want your ideas on this, so if y'all could pay attention for a moment. So I had come up with some what-if My Little Pony stories in the past, and I want to show you one that may come out. It's just like a what-if one. So, this one I had set up, and I hope y'all like it. And this one is, what if Final was a vampire? This is one of the side characters. This is just a series that I thought of doing. Still could happen. I'm telling anyone watching this live stream right now, I'm probably having more fun watching the chat than anything else at this moment. Wait. Oh wow, it's starting to throw buildings in the chat. Wow. Throwing a building? Man, this has gotten out of hand. This has gotten out of hand. This has gotten out of hand. I may do this series, so just bear in mind that. This is just future ideas, wow. I can't decide if I want to just continue this what if or just watch and mesmerized in the chat fight right now. Where am I king? Where's the popcorn? I need to read this I need popcorn while I'm reading this. This has turned in from a What If Deku live stream to read the chat. Yeah, I apologize for anyone that has gotten this far wanting to see a what if. Because right now I'm too invested in the fight happening in the chat right now. I do apologize. Please don't feel any bad or anything else. Please don't unsubscribe. Just understand that this is really interesting what's happening in the chat right now. I am definitely going to need to, What? This entire thing happening in the chat should be a video? Is that what you're telling me, Captain Inkwell? Okay, he's pulled out probably everything. Um... Mm. I have no idea what's happening right now. I legit cannot do this next part with what's happening in the chat. This is just gone for... What? This has probably gone on for 20 minutes? 10-20 minutes, this happening? I am not making a war about cats and dogs. Although it would be hilarious, I'm not doing it. If I do, it's nowhere in this timeline. Nowhere this year I'm doing this. Well, Rocco Miller, I'm amazed by your attempts of what you're trying to do. And, both Error and Captain Inkwell, you have very, very, interesting ideas. Yeah, Vinyl becoming a vampire. I don't know about Vampire Queen, but Vinyl as a vampire was the what if idea. Great, we now have a Star Wars reference in the chat. Ooh, that would be something. So I do have this other story idea for an actual story. Although I don't think I can do it because for certain reasons, but maybe I can. So maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Hey, welcome back, just Landon. Yeah, that's why right now I've stopped doing a what if and I'm just watching this. I understand you, just Landon. I'm very confident that I'm not going to get to this what if. Because by the time this ends, it's going to be the end of the chat.
Okay, I want to hear from Just Landon. Are you enjoying this? Because I am. This is just amazing what's happening in the chat. The war between... I don't know. Oh, man. I never thought this would escalate so bad. I feel the pain, Just Landon. I feel the pain. Just watching this is just something. Where's what story at? Oh, you mean the one with the vinyl? This? I will be doing something like this later. I definitely plan. I will say this. I had this made a year ago. Yeah. That's how long I've had that set up. Yeah, I can make a storyline out of all this. Am I willing to make scenes for this? Not a chance. Because this battle is all over the place. Wow. I've never thought I would be enjoying my own chat as much as I am right now. I'm enjoying this whole thing right now. This whole on just... This is a story in the making. What is happening is just a fictional story happening that I can barely keep up with. That is all over the place, and I love it. Oh, now we got Demon Slayer in here. Wow. What, Star Wars, Demon Slayer, a couple other references that I can't remember at this moment. Not a chance. I am just an observer at this point. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, we're back to the IF Dekus. Okay, is the war finally over? Oh, I've been laughing this entire time. I've just had to mute the mic. Oh, I love the General Grievous one. I would love to do a General Grievous one.
Oh no, and now it's gone back to the to what I should have said nothing. I should not have just come back and mentioned that. They'd finally stopped. Honestly, I'm gonna be surprised if anyone other than myself is still watching this. To be honest, I am surprised if there is another person in the chat. So I'm guaranteed there's probably someone else just enjoying this madness right now. I've got no idea what's happening right now. Oh, yes, this one, I also forgot to mention one thing about the My Little Pony, the story I want to do. It may vary into different types of stories with different characters. So, it may not be just one story, it may be multiple. Oh no, not xenomorphs. Oh, why has this gone this far? How has this gone this far? Again, no. No. I am working on several projects, but I definitely want to go work on them after this because of what's happening. Because I think I may have lost a couple brain cells of reading this. I doubt it, but still. This is just too entertaining to end the stream. This has turned in from where I'm just done making what ifs to just look at the chat. I don't think I'm going to make a new war between this. The Barrel War is the only war I'm creating for the time being. You're not going to get another one like that for a while. Really? Yeah, I already have the Barrel War, which is 2024. And Error made a little short about that, saying, attention, there's a Barrel War on her channel. On Barrels versus Green Kenobi. I watched that short. And I just gotta say, I'm not doing one about cats and dogs. I've got too many other stuff I want to get done. If I do a cat and dog one, it's gonna take me forever, and I really don't want to have to try to get the plot from this live stream, to be honest. Honestly, I'm just half tempted to tell someone I know just to go skip about an hour 30 or more to like 2 and just start reading the chat. Because, look at this. I'm gonna have to do a lot of recording off camera. One of this series, I'm not starting with the Vinyl Vampire story. I still need to do the Barrel War. Although for the Vinyl Vampire story, which is a what if, would technically be, would technically be just a story, but I'm not going to do the scene changes because I don't know how I would do scene changes there. Maybe? I'll figure it out when it comes to it. I have no idea what's going on right now. And if I wasn't so interested in this chat conversation, I would have ended this probably 30 minutes ago. Actually, not 30, I'd say probably 10. Are y'all done in the chat? Or am I going to be sitting here for an hour just reading? Because I feel bad for anyone that has gone this far and is enjoying this more than my what ifs. I feel bad for myself if they're enjoying this more than what I've done. Although, it gives me views and content, so I'm not complaining. So... Great, more Star Wars. I assume that is General Grievous and not Brevis. In the chat. I really want to do what if Deku's General Grievous now. And I can't believe General Grievous survived being attacked by, being his heart exploded? I can't remember. Or heart set aflame? A long time ago. I haven't watched the movies in a while. I'm about to have time to tell my friend, come look at this. Oh, wow. Is it finally done in the chat? Is the chat finally over? Is this whole thing over with? Because if not, I have no idea what I'm going to do now. I don't know if... I think Fred's right here sitting popcorn. My made-up character sitting right next to me eating some popcorn while reading this. Yeah, if anyone's in this chat just watching this, I'm gonna see how long this goes on, so I'm muting up. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask if you can die this down. Because I am just gonna say a few things and I'm ending this live stream. And I have to say, man, this is just, something. I'm loving how many references are in this whole thing right now. I've seen Star Wars, I've seen, well, I think, My Hero a little bit, Maleficent, I think? No. Maybe. Mandalorians? No. Whatever. Y'all done? I'm just asking the chat, not to anyone that is probably watching this after the stream is done. I asked this because I would like something to say before this ends. Because I do need to ask a question for my subscribers, chat, and etc. Everyone listening to this live stream. That's probably for another video. Theories, I don't know if I'm gonna do a theory video. Probably not. But I do have something to say. I'm gonna be working on the stories more, so you'll probably have less of these what ifs being released for a time. And I really hope you all have enjoyed this live stream. Although, around the certain part you've gotten to, it's probably just reading this madness. So, I've got to end it here. If this goes on while I'm done with the live stream, just know I'm probably still reading. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below which story you would like to see. The My Little Pony story, The Wasteland, or Errors 012's story of What If Marina Was Sanitized. Let me know in the comment section. Well, there's also that vinyl vampire story. Yeah, it's probably going to be a shorter one, but